know what time it is.
So
like, you know what you're doing.
One take I really have on that too is Donald Trump never really told people to be racist. He just kind of said the phrases.
He set the tone.
Set the tone for you to be racist on your own. Because they already had the entitlement.
They felt like
little shit like calling the police or, I see my neighbors across the street. The boy just trying to get some money. I know he's selling dope. But, he just want to get a little money or something. They calling the police, doing little shit like that. They've been doing that. So now when he put the Make America, great again, that give him a reason.
The jacket that his wife had on.
Oh my God!
I didn't see it. Whatever.
She went to go to Texas. I don't care. Do you?
Yeah.
When she went to go see the little kids, that's all like
the day after.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's all this chaos.
And
that's just, I'm just saying that's another little subliminal message that
they don't care.
Come on, she's a stylist. You telling me that they
didn't think about this,
right?
Didn't people try to say
that? Didn't they yam the president like Obama for wearing a different color suit? And Michelle from showing her art, but they didn't.
That just goes to show you how idiotic and how, like these people don't make sense. They'll say one thing and then flip it, the next day, you know what I'm saying? Just to whatever suits their narrative and whatever they were trying to get across, like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
It don't make
kind
no
of mold
sense.
him into something too at the same time, because he's not a politician, so he's not set to give great speeches and be like, okay, we
not a great businessman either.
He's not.
All of his businesses failed.
We know what's going on though. We know it's like a little higher power backing him though, but we ain't gonna get all into.
And he got Kanye thinking that he can run.
Okay, can we talk about Kanye?
Yes.
Okay, have you guys heard his? Okay, I listened to it,
sorry, I took you off.
I didn't.
Have you guys heard the song "Ye versus the People"? Or Ye versus Everybody or something?
I'm scared to listen to
somebody
put out. I'm nervous. I saw clips of the listening party and I'm just kind of like,
Ye versus the People. Was that with T.I.?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
No, I heard that one.
That's the only song I heard because.
Oh, that's on the album?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, okay, I did hear
kind of had released.
I'm mad at some.
How did it go?
It kind of like Kanye kind of make you believe like he not really stupid in that one. What he talking about?
It makes you believe that he fucked up. However, he does not realize he fucked up. Is how I see it. Like he genuinely believes he was doing good.
Because he kind of
But we see it as like
tea glass and the spoon. Right. Tap this nigga back into reality.
I swear you gotta wake him up.
I don't know.
For real.
He actually claimed he was in the sunken place and now he's not, and that's why he's doing this.
Right? Is that right?
Did he say that? Did he make that reference?
He literally said that.
I mean, but remember, like we said last week, and we talked about him being bipolar. I mean,
he said that too.
You know what I mean?
For the record, he said I'm bipolar.
He got lipo. I'm still trying to process the lipo.
He didn't say he was in a sunken place.
No, he did.
I think he was referring to what people say about him. And he said first they said I'm in the sunken place, then they said something else. And something else. So he acknowledged that people were saying that about him, but I don't think he admitted to being in the sunken place.
You're right, but I thought he said something in regards to like, I'm out now. Like now I'm free. Like
okay, I feel like you said something like that.
So what you gonna do now that you're out of the sunken place?
Free of what? His talent? I don't know where
Kanye is doing what these young people doing, which he started, which was that clout chasing shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all he did with this whole move. I don't think he's like a genius to where he knew the exact effects of the type of shit he was saying. Like talking about slavery was a choice. I think he just kind of went with it and just, you know what I'm saying? He built up his courage to say some wild shit. He said some wild shit, and he's trying to, make it seem like it was a part of the plan. I think he just stepped one step past the line, that he usually does. We talking about Kanye. George Bush hates black people. Kanye, you know what I'm saying? So he's trying to recreate another moment like that, right? Yeah. But he did it in a fucking terrible way, in a way where I don't want to listen to his album. Honestly, I only heard that song. Yeah. I still haven't heard none of that shit. Every time I hear
listened to that one just off the string.
That snuck up on me. I didn't know it was actually that might have came out. Yeah.
It came out a while ago, right after he said it. He said T.I. after the interview.
Yeah, that snuck up on me. I didn't know it was a part of his album, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't have streamed it at all, because it pops up on the little iTunes playlist, right? On a recent hip-hop or whatever. And so I still haven't heard not one song from Kanye's current project. I'm not going to listen to that shit, period. I'm still not clear on what you meant by that, bro. I need you to come back and
so what he said was, I just looked up the lyrics.
Okay.
Sorry, I cut you off. He said, then one day I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do me. I was in the sunken place, and then I found the new me, not worried about some image that I gotta keep up. So I guess he did Right?
I guess he did. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
But I don't understand.
But I still don't.
What did he say before that?
Right before that, he said, "You think I am concerned about how I affect the past? I mean, that hat stayed in my closet like about a year and a half." He had it with it because he genuinely thought that he was making it like, okay, you know how we made Barbecue Becky, like she ended up looking stupid and we made something beautiful out of nothing. Just like a lot of people claim that the N-word is something that we made beautiful out of nothing, even though I kind of can disagree, but I do love the idea that black people can take what's thrown and make it something beautiful.
Right. I feel like, and I saw someone had mentioned this, Kanye, if he had a black wife, I hate to throw the race card.
Okay, yes.
He would not be out here looking like no damn fool. And that Whitney Houston picture thing, like,
okay, yes.
Come on, that was just like, really, she's a legend. Regardless,
like, respect that.
And Kim got. Okay, Kim.
She's a mess.
Get your man. You said you
said you could do
get
this.
your man's.
Oh, since we're talking about Kim. Didn't she just help some lady get freed from like prison or something like that?
Was it that girl, the one that's been
Look at my face.
Was it the one who was in jail for like 15 since she was 15?
So it's two
nonviolent crimes.
No, it's two. It's two of them, and so one. No, so not that one. It was another one. The other one,
a drug charge.
It was a drug charge or some shit like
she's
that.
A cute little lady.
Yeah.
Aww.
But
the other girl, she's still in jail, but I don't know if she's still working on that. But then, of course, she met with Trump, got homegirl off, you know what I'm saying? And then, she was speaking on how she doesn't want Trump to fail. I mean, my whole thing with that is like, and I didn't know how to receive that. Like, yeah, kudos to her for getting homegirl out, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, now that you're stepping into this political realm, like, are you going to keep going down that path? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's an agenda.
Why now?
Like,
why now? You know what I'm saying? When you was fucking for fame, and all that shit, where was you know what I'm saying? Like,
you could have started your job like
Kanye's
this.
running for president in 2020.
That's what it is,
and
right?
that's
that
the
photo
whole thing.
shoot.
It's not about even a politician at this point. It's just about a celebrity.
Yeah.
Remember the photo shoot she did?
Change her image, right?
The Jackie Kennedy photo shoot replica she did like last year. So she's setting the tone. She's setting the tone. And I feel like
they're changing their image.
He's really going to try to run for office.
It's all PR. They're good at that. They master manipulators of the media.
But do you guys think they could win?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if Trump could win, hey, I don't put it past
him. It tripped me out though. Kanye talking all this shit about being president, but which one is it, my man? Like, do you want to blame the meds or your sickness? And how you gonna be president?
Can you be president if you bipolar?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Now we can confirm that one.
I mean, you could obviously be a child.
These are
some of them got some weird shit going on. I'm telling you, for real.
What?
We called him a child molester.
Listen, 2 weeks into 2
Trump,
chills.
I wouldn't put it past him. Trump is like one of the people that go to
Trump said something about his own daughter.
He is nasty.
Yeah, Trump the type of dude to go to the Philippines and fuck them little kids and shit like that.
Wait, what?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He probably do be getting his little...
You know what's crazy? A lot of these corporate white dudes be taking these trips to Vietnam or the Philippines or Thailand and fucking these little kids and all kinds of...
I can see that.
I've heard that a lot of them like to go to the place where the hangover was.
Right, exactly.
You don't even like...
But
it's a lot of nasty sexual things that go on in the realm of money.
You see what Kanye said about him being mentally ill, whatever the case. Like, pick a lane, my man. If you want to be president, do that. These are the lyrics to the part I was talking about. He said, want to know how I feel, step into my minefield. Want to know how pain feels, I got off my main pills. Bet my wifey stay close. She know I'm on my Bezos. Opioid addiction. Pharmacy's the real trap. Sometimes I feel trapped. Jordan with no field jack. I'm sorry. 1 year it's Illuminati. Next year it's a sunken place. They don't want me to change. Nah, nigga, run in place. So he's trying to make an excuse for why he said what he said. How many excuses can you make though, my man? For one, you talking about the drugs and shit like that, and then you want to tie it into your outburst and shit, talking about whatever the case about slaves being a slave being a choice, and then you want to talk about
I forgot about that part.
People don't want me to change because run in place. It's like, first of all, you're making way too much sense for you to sit here and talk about I'm crazy.
How you're crazy?
You know what I'm saying? Pick a lane, Kanye. Right now, I feel like fuck you, Kanye. Personally, I don't fuck with your music at all. I don't fuck with you at all as a man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot. You already got a huge platform, bro. I mean, there's so much you could be doing out here besides talking about dumb shit like that to get the masses' attention. Are you trying to pull that Trump crowd by saying dumb shit like that.
Maybe, like you said, you should have said something like more positive, and we would have been on it. Like Kanye, oh yeah, we fuck with you, Kanye. Right? But once you said that, like,
on top of that, you can still fuck with Trump and do whatever you do. You know, people ain't gonna like it, but at the same time, you could have been a little. Yeah, be more diplomatic, bro. Don't be sitting there talking all that nonsense, talking about being a slave as a choice. How fucking disrespectful, man.
No, very disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? It's beyond disrespectful. But
to piggyback off of the whole mental illness thing, I think that he might be like maybe a little bit off because he's married to I'm all down for the interracial relationships, but he's a black man married to a woman who is not black but has injected her body to appear like a black woman. Like, you can't be that something is a little off.
I don't think it's the physical. I think it's more so cultural.
I think she just co-signs all this bullshit pretty much.
Because look at her as a person, right? I don't think her upbringing and his upbringing are probably two polar opposites. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
So in terms of looks, there are there's all kind of black women around the world. Yeah, exactly.
But still, the fact that he's with a manufactured woman.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, right?
She's bringing up the fact that he's with a bottled up bad bitch.
Right,
like she's been that from the beginning. She's hot. Basketball players, all type of rappers or whatever have been with her. So that's how she is. So like she probably respond to his stuff a certain way, and by him not being, as elevated as he should, to kind of balance that answer, like, is this a positive answer?
He is
like I was saying, that's what I was saying.
Negative answer for me, he just go with it. Like
I think she just co-signs all this bullshit pretty much. He just got a whole bunch of yes men and yes women around him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I wanted to say something in regard to, like, there's this quote that I read, and it said, it changed my life. It said, like, what hell really is the day right before the day you die, you get to see who you could have been versus who you are.
I like that.
And so I could just see that had Kanye been with a person any color, just a human being with a brain and some morals, and because ultimately she's gonna raise some kids who she can try to praise, she can try to teach them right, but they're gonna be like, but mom, you did this, but mom, you got famous for this. Like, exactly. What can she possibly teach them?
That's what I mean.
Everything he taught in his songs versus everything the woman he ended up with doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. She probably don't even really know how to spin
all them black
one meal,
whatever
happened to one good meal for the family.
Whatever happened to the girls he was rapping about when he
Thank you.
His first album, he was talking about the girl he was gonna marry. He was like,
he actually had a picture with her and Kim Kardashian at one point.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like 12 years before their marriage.
Literally, when his mother died, I feel like he died with his mother.
Yeah,
and that's what I heard.
He has
somebody
no
say
idea
that.
who he is, and he's just like he's a different person.
And
because I mean, losing somebody like that is hard. When I lost my grandmother, I'm not the same person I was when my grandmother died, and we were really close. So I can